to go after US additional tariff of 25% on India goes into effect, and as India prepares itself for the hit, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has assured Indians that the country will withstand the economic pressure.
दुनिया में आर्थिक स्वार्थ वाली राजनीति सब कोई अपना करने में लगा है। मेरी सरकार लघु उद्यमियों का, किसानों का, पशुपालकों का कभी भी अहित नहीं होने देंगी। दबाव कितना ही क्यों ना आए, हम झेलने की अपनी ताकत बढ़ाते जाएंगे।
The Trump administration has issued an official notice on the additional tariffs on India, with the punitive rate to kick in at 12:01 EST on August 27. The notice issued by the Department of Homeland Security states that to effectuate the President's Executive Order 1329 of 6 August 2025, which imposed a specified rate of duty on imports of articles that are products of India, Secretary of Homeland Security has determined that appropriate action is needed to modify the harmonized tariff schedule of the United States as set out in the annex to this notice. The duties set out in the annex to this document are effective with respect to products of India that are entered for consumption or withdrawn from warehouse for consumption on or 12:01 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on 27th August 2025. India, along with Brazil, has the highest tariff of 50% in the world. The products from India that are exempted from 50% tariff include goods made of iron and steel, aluminium and copper, passenger vehicles, light trucks, auto components, pharma sector, electronics that include chips, mobile phones and tablets. Trump had earlier alleged India of fueling the war machine in Ukraine by buying Russian oil, which India has vehemently denied. India has always maintained that this is not an era of war. But the US said the president has applied aggressive economic leverage by imposing secondary tariffs on India to stop Russia from developing their economy. And Russia has made significant concessions.
The president has applied aggressive economic leverage, for example, the secondary tariffs on India, to try to make it harder for the Russians to get rich from their oil economy. He's tried to make it clear that Russia can be reinvited into the world economy if they stop the killing, but they're going to continue to be isolated if they don't stop the killing. And I think the Russians have made significant concessions to President Trump for the first time in 3.5 years of this conflict. They've actually been willing to be flexible on some of their core demands. They've talked about what would be necessary to end the war.
But Indian goods could have some respite for some time if they have the following. They have loaded onto a vessel at the port of loading and in transit on the final mode of transit prior to entering into the US before 12:01 a.m. EST on 27th August 2025. They are entered for consumption or withdrawn from a warehouse for consumption before 12:01 a.m. EST on 17 September 2025. The importer certifies that the products qualify for this in-transit exception by declaring a new harmonized tariff schedule. After top aides in Trump administration called India Maharaja of tariffs and accused India of buying Russian oil and selling it in open market at cheap rate for its own benefits, Indian refiners are likely to slow down their purchase of Russian oil, but not completely pause it. An indication India will not sever ties with its ally Russia. With Mahashweta Lala, Bureau Report, India Today.